How's that? I was not plugged in. Am I how's that? Sound back? Sound back? Is the sound back? I talked a good 10 minutes. It was unplugged. How are you doing? I think I see, the bar is moving. Let me make sure I get the audio testing. Sorry about that. I knew everything was lit up, and I just, assumed that the it wasn't plugged in. Alright, so I guess you heard none of that, 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Start over, please, yes. What I was saying was, this is, Spin and Slick. They'll be joining me today. Uh, tonight's, I named it Pillow Talk or Joey Nite Nite. It's all about you guys. Just interact with you guys. And I thought Spin and Slick would come on and, "Are you guys doing all right?" "We're doing okay." "Well, Spin, you look a little tired. You holding up your brother Slick?" "Fuck Slick. Slick can kiss my ass." Well, all right. These 2 are fighting all the time, drive me crazy. I don't know if you like the headsets. I thought they were unique, and I thought, it'd be fun to have them on. Well, let's dive into this real quick to get it out of the way. I guess, I was announced to be the next Duke of the Dabbleverse. As much as I thank, for the crown, I do not accept it. I am no Duke. Uh, I just went on Rob Saul's for about 5 minutes, and Jim Grindle said, "Well, you gotta, it's up in grabs between you and Rob Saul." And I said, "Rob, you can have it. Graciously, you can have it. It's you." You know, I I only think of the Duke is a bad way with Stuttering John, and hopefully Rob will turn it around into something good. Okay, but I'm no Duke. I'm always going to be remembered as the baby goat, and that's it. Appreciate it. I don't know where Shirley was going with that. I don't know if he was just joking or if he really felt that I was the next Duke. I haven't talked to nobody from TSN since they left Saturday night when they pulled out. Uh, he did Shirley acknowledged me tonight and said, "There he is, the new Duke of the Davers in the chat room." And you know, uh, uh, Shirley's always giving my props, and so is Bob Levy, and I appreciate TSN. I love those guys to death. And my other buddy was there, Casey Armstrong, who I love to death. Casey's been a real good friend, and they all have. I know Rochi likes to think that I've been Shirley's locale all along. I got to beg to differ on that one, Rochi. You just one day, Rochi, if we ever got to be civilized and ever had a conversation, I could tell you in private why that's not true. And but as much as you like to believe it, but I will commend Rochi for his 5-5. He could have named me his locale. He didn't. Rochi actually has not been too bad about he still has his differences with me, but he's been saying some kind things, and I appreciate it. That Rochi was always the reasonable one. If you talk with respectful to him, he'd be respectful to you. So Rochi, I'm liking it. Maybe someday you and I can sit down and be decent human beings, and maybe possibly uh, go on a show. You come on our show, and I go on your show. We'll never know. The future could bring a lot of good things, but I appreciate it. Even when I was driving and he saw that I was tired, he told me, "Hey man, get over here and pull over and go to sleep." So he showed some concern. And, he's really he's been a lot kinder to me the last month than he has been ever in the past. So, and like I said, I've been nasty to him in many ways, so it works 2 ways. I'm liking it, and I'm digging it that Rochi and I possibly could be at least come sociable or tolerable, and maybe he'll get to change like all the other people that made the change when they get to really meet me and my wife and see that we're just normal, decent human beings that made mistakes, like everybody else does. We all make. That being said, Shuli, appreciate it, bud, but I don't see myself as the Duke. Rob Saul can have it. All yours, Rob, and congratulations to Rob Saul for being monetized. And that's all I got to talk on that matter. Um, Duke, let's talk about the Duke. Is he the real Duke? Is he really done? I don't think so. I don't. I think he's if he's really gone for a few months, he's probably working. He probably got his teacher's license here, and he's teaching school here or whatever he does, calls it teaching. I don't think he's done, but he could be. I do say that he got destroyed. I mean, as far as if you wanted the end game, it's here. They all can walk away with victory. Uh, Dabblecon 2 was outstanding. Out of the 3 that I went to, up until this one, of course, WATP was my first choice. Melton did a great job in Vegas. I just, Vegas is a lot different, but it was good, and they did a lot of great jobs there. But I still gave Carl the edge for WATP. But Dabicon, too, by far, 300 people, the greatest people in that room, who really appreciate it, and nothing failed. You could a lot of people, some people might say, I mean, even talking to Carl, he thought there was going to be some hangups in some of the roasting. Perfect. I saw Rocco copycat at my stream, but he really didn't because he's the one that gave me the idea about streaming in IRL, and he did it, and he did a great job. And Rocco said some nice things about me on WATP. Yes, it's true. I reciprocated back to Carl and 14 other people uh, for being kind to me and giving me tickets to put me on the list, and I got them 14 of the best seats in the house at the AAA ball game, and I mean the best. They were right behind home plate and great view, and it was my pleasure to do that. I don't kid around about anything in baseball. That was my livelihood for many years, and I still have a few connections. And Spider and I both know them. Spider knows the manager actually better than me because Spider was with the Nationals a lot longer than I was, so he knew Lee Croy a lot longer. Lee Croy was one of my coaches in 2013. Great guy, and the Spider gets half of that credit there. You know, I could do that probably in any ballpark. I probably just about every team I have, I'll have some association with a coach or a former player or someone from a front office that used to work somewhere. So that's the one thing about it. I took care of people in baseball. One thing I did, I spread it. I spread around when people needed things like front office people come to me and say, "I need 3 dozen baseball signs." Okay, that's a big ask to a clubhouse manager to go and sit there and take the time to get. So with me being a clubhouse manager, I just throw them on the table and tell the player, it's a must. You got to sign them. Players, I don't want to sign 3 dozen baseball. Well, you got to sign them. And if they don't, I just go into the manager's office and Bobby come out and scream and say, sign those fucking baseballs now. And they would. Uh, so I would do stuff like that for restaurants. And a lot of restaurants would trade out seats and autographs of players and give the team a comp meals. That was one way to save money. I would trade out a memorabilia to them with, of course, the blessing of the front office or a box, a skybox for a night to one of the big restaurants, wherever city I was in, and they would provide so many meals for that skybox. Let's say we gave them a skybox for 3 times a year, 3 times in a season. Those are like $3,000-4,000. So for a group, and they would supply 10 meals or something, whatever deal we made. So yeah, so we did a lot of things. I had a lot of sponsors. I went out and I was with the company that had the milk and the orange juice. Good Humor gave me all unlimited ice cream with a Good Humor freezer in the locker room. I provided a service for the players with free Good Humor ice cream bars, whole freezer full. They gave me all my milk, chocolate milk, all my orange juice, uh, in trade for some tickets. Um, bread, bread company there would give me, depending on how many games in a homestand, would give me uh, an equal amount of wheat bread and white bread, and you saved a lot of costs by working with the local community. I did that very well. I was very good at that, going out and taking care of other businesses in the community by giving them, especially if they're baseball fans. It was a win-win. If I knew they were a fan, and my son had witnessed that, Dom the Cat's here. What's up, brother? My son, everybody, Dom the Cat. Now, I want everybody to encourage him. Now, this kid is the direct opposite of me. He's brilliant. He's educated. He speaks proper. He spells properly. He's very level-headed. He's a good-looking kid, very sharp kid. And I told him to create a show, whatever he wants to do. I think if it's done right, and he will, off Jump Street, I think everybody will love him. And I told him, you get loved off the gate, your father has a channel that's monetized. You might as well try to make some extra cash here. Of course, I would not take a dollar from my son. He could have all the super chats for his show, and I think he should do it. I think he brings a lot. Hackwright's been wanting to get him to work with him for the last year. I think you guys would see, is that Joey's son? It's impossible. Well, believe it. He was a 4.4 student, graduated high school early. Um, Very intelligent. He always used to correct me on things in a nice way where I wouldn't be too embarrassed. But he would say, "You don't write like that, Dad. You don't spell like this. You got to speak proper, and this is the proper English." And me, I don't get embarrassed. I mean, he knows the struggles I did. Make sure that he didn't have to have struggles. Uh, But I saw earlier today in someone's chat room, who's the worst father, Stuttering John or Joey C? Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think any of my children or grandchildren will tell you that I was a bad father. I wasn't a perfect father, but I gave love, a lot of love to my children, a lot of love, and even though I had a lot of problems, a lot of issues, I never brought it to them. They never seen any of that stuff. Like I said, a true story. My son was 22 years old when he found out that I did drugs most of my life. And he didn't believe it. And he came to me and he said, "Dad, I got to ask you something I heard." And I couldn't look him in the eye and lie to him. And I said, "Son, I think you need to sit down." And when he asked me, I was shocked, but I knew where he learned it from, and I was expected. And I told him, he says, "When? I never seen you. It was never in the house." I go, "No, it wasn't." He goes, "You didn't look like it." I go, "No, I didn't. I was dependent on drugs because it's just something I programmed myself to do." I was very hurt inside that I had to express that to him uh, because I think the world of all my children, and he's just a good kid, and I'm grateful that he once came up to me, "You're everything to me, Dad. Yeah, I want to be you." And I'm like, "No, absolutely not. Don't you ever let me hear you say that. Don't ever emulate anything I've done. Anything I've done, the sacrifices I've made is to make you have a better life." And I was with him. I never left my kid's side, even though his mother and I divorced, and I met Christina and married her, and Christina turned out to be the love of my life. But I spent 25 years with my first marriage, and it just it was like I got nothing bad to say about the woman. I can tell you this: it was me mostly. I was young, and I saw things a lot different, and it happened. Uh, but my kids, when they that became adults, I swear to you, they both looked at me and said, "Time for you to go live your life, Dad. Divorced mother, it's okay. You guys have been like divorced the last 10 years anyhow, and go live your life and find someone to make you happy." That was one of the nicest things my kids could ever say to me. They said, "You always been here for us. Now go live your life." And I still can't live my life because I'm still worried about them every day. So I always put them first. Someone said on Rochi's show on Sunday about that. I guess Brennan is offering $1,000 for me to come on just to piss Julie off. First of all, he's right. Uh, they're right. Eco Pineapple was right. I would go to Shuli, and Shuli would damn right tell me, "Take the money and run," you know. And but as much as you people think I'm all about money, what would I do with $1,000? And of course, the female that's on their show said, "I bet he buy drugs." Let me get this through your head. I don't do drugs anymore. I would not buy drugs. Do I still gamble? Nowhere near. I was a professional gambler my whole life. I very rarely, if I go to the casino, which is 4 miles from my house, I might play $20 penny slots, and that's it, just for amusement to get out of the house and go have a steak dinner or a nice breakfast. I mean, I broke all my habits. I've suffered enough in my life. I made myself suffer by spending all the money I should have saved, and that's nobody's fault but mine. But get over it. I don't do drugs anymore. I don't gamble. I'm pretty much a homebody who's starting to possibly do an IRL stream maybe once every week with short trips. And all I am here is trying to be here for you guys. That's it. But I got the best chat room. People complimented us yesterday about, "Wow, this is such a mild chat room. These guys are all cool." We are. We all have fought together to keep all the bad out and the negativity out as much as we can. And I'm grateful for that. That's why I do these night shows. Uh, Spin, Slick, you follow me so far? Yes, Joey. You know that you're in greatness with all the chatters we have. You know that, right? Yes. But I got one thing to say to you, Joey. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, well, that's gonna get you far, and that's gonna put you back to bed. Talking to me like that. Joey sees the real lone wolf. Thank you, uh, Sir Franklin. Joey's content. Thank you, uh, Stutter and John Fingermail. Joey C Army for life. Thank you very much. Um, uh, let's see. Stutter and John Spear. Joey C. We already read that. Lisa Soviet. Congratulations. Soviet. I'm sober now too and feel great. The coke makes me great. Well, I tell you what. People ask me, what was worse, the cocaine or the methamphetamine? Well, cocaine made me do cocaine probably jeopardized me even though people disagree, I think cocaine did more damage to my body, and I did probably methamphetamine a lot more years than I did cocaine. But I started doing cocaine when I was first time I actually where I was doing it every day was about 21, 22. And I hung around with a couple of friends of mine that were steady using it every day. They were dealing it every day. They would come on, man, have a line. I'm like, I don't need that shit, man. Have a drink. I don't drink. I'm not. If I go out once in a while and I'm okay. I can go to the bar and I could drink soda, and I can still have a good time. I was very well tuned between 16 to 22. I played baseball all the way till I was, even though I got injured in high school. I played semi-pro for the Evanston Arrows in Evanston, Illinois, um, up until I was 25. But then I played a men's softball league. Uh, I was very good at playing baseball. If I didn't get injured, I would have made it. I know I would have. I had the makeup, I had the balls, I had the heart, and and I could run, I could field, I could steal bases, and I could hit. I could hit for average. So, I was a 1-2 punch base hit kind of guy. And if you got me on first base with a walk, you could guarantee I'm stealing second, third, and possibly home all the time. That's how fast I was. Hard to believe for a guy that got really fat and fat ankles, but I was hell on wheels. And but I got the next best thing. I get to work my dream. I got to work it. And even though I didn't make the most money or the best money, I enjoyed going to work every day. I didn't have to have no hate. And I had to work on my children. I get to take all my kids and bring them with me to work every day. That was the best part. Spending time with my son and my daughter and my other sons, Dom the cat, and my oldest son, who he wasn't in the baseball. He's more into football. But my middle son worked with me a lot of years. He was one of my assistants, and then Dom the cat took over as my assistant, which was phenomenal. This kid at 11 years old could run his own locker room. I had him. He went. I got him a job with the Detroit Tigers. Sat down with every big wig in the front office to pitch an idea for them for the future. They came out and called me. Go, who is this kid? He's 18 years old, and he held a meeting with some of the biggest guys in the Detroit Tiger organization, and they loved him. And today, I got proud to say, some of his ideas are implemented in the organization. He was just, he was he's my hope. If he would have listened to me, he would already be retired. He would have, we all have struggles, and his own. He's got one quality of mine that I don't like him to have. He's his own worst nightmare. When he starts getting successful by working hard, not by taking things, by being honest, and he starts getting successful by doing that, he was one of the best salesmen you'll ever see in his district. When he starts getting success, he falls apart like I do. Same way, once you start getting successful, for one of the reasons, it's the Catalano curse. We fall apart. And he's got that curse like I do, and I wish he didn't. Other than that, he's perfect across the board. I'm telling you, the perfect. And when you meet him and talk to him and see the intelligent level of him, you'll say, "There's no way that's Joey C's son." Well, yes, it is. Because I'm not that dumb. I'm just not book educated. And I taught him a lot of values, and I raised him. I was with him from birth. I remember when he was born, and never left his side. Never left him or my daughter, the one that didn't put away right now. They were with their father. They went everywhere with me. I took them everywhere, everywhere. It was all about my kids. That's how I always been my whole life. So cut the I'm a bad father deal. I was not perfect, but what I did for my habits, I never did it around my children. Ever. I would not do that. Just not my way. Uh, I grew up very rough, and I never wanted. I gave them a better life than I had, and maybe I could have gave even better life if I didn't have a habit and spent all my money on bad things. But yeah, that's a great story, Silver. So congratulations, buddy. It does feel good. It gets better and better. That's why I asked Granny yesterday. He's in early stages. Wait till he hits a year, and 2 years, and 3 years, 4 years. You start feeling good. You could salvage any damage you've done to your body by just stopping and just being a little healthier. Not in some cases, though, it could be too late. Sources of the river could already be in, but most cases you could help get back to health. Drugs do a lot of brain damage, a lot, especially the drugs I did. I Cocaine was probably the worst thing I could have done. Methamphetamine, some people beg to differ that it's a harder drug; it does more damage to you. That's the drug I convinced myself I needed every day because it made me focus. It made me feel invincible. Plus, it's one of the best trucks you could ever have, if you know what I mean, uh, for certain uh, fulfillments with the woman you love, and I mean it's a miracle. That's all I'm gonna say. And but you're probably right. The studies say that it does a lot of damage to your brain. You see people with picking their face, and they think bugs are coming out of their skin, and they don't take care of themselves. They look nasty. They don't shower. They don't eat. I was a functioning addict. I showered every day. I had nice clothes on every day. I ate properly every day. You could not tell. You could not tell because I'm a hyper guy, and I'd be in the cab when I'd be sipping the most, and people were like, "You're just a great person," because they know me. They know me that I was just naturally high, so it worked. I could cover it and feel it, but it was not my proudest moment. I will say that. But I did learn a lot of life lessons. It taught me a lot. It made me even more stronger of a human being. I don't regret it. What I regret is the money I spent. That's what I regret. Now, let's get to the grifting part. People say I'm a grifter. I'm a grifter. I'm a grifter. I'm a midnight grifter. I grifted all the way to New York City. Yes, I did. And I want to thank everybody because you want to know something? Not even a quarter came out of my own pocket. Everybody treated me very well. If I was sitting at a restaurant, money came across the Cash App, Venmo, lunches on me. I go to sleep, wake up, here's the hotel when you leave there. Here's this, here's that. People really showed love, and I'm grateful and thank you. I got a lot of things in the works as we grow that I'm going to give you guys. People are saying I should start making stickers now and do a few things that have for them and really get to work with this members only stuff. Well, we got a lot of work. I know you guys are really confused about the changes going on. Again, someone tried to call me out as a liar, and facts don't lie. Uh, a lot of people were upset with me about Kahuna. And some people are seeing, well, Joey C is telling the truth. Kahuna's not a bad person. He's a great guy. He's probably the best co-host I could have because he's not a yes man. He's the perfect straight man. What I don't approve is the bit went sour weeks ago, and he had to wait. All he had to do was do one simple thing. He wasn't even willing to do that. That didn't make me mad. What made me mad is how he treated me while I was being so kind to him and taking him back to his hotel every night, buying him dinner, buying him whatever, driving him to the airport. And he just is not a nice person. I don't know if it's because of the hangovers the next day or if he has a drinking problem. I don't know. I can't say that. I wasn't around him enough. But I know he was very pushy and very bossy, and it's just not going to fly with me. First and foremost, I don't care who you are, how tough you are. I don't care what karate you know. That don't impress me. Okay, I've been shot, stabbed, half dead many a times, so I don't care. Trying to press me, being pushy when I'm being kind is the worst thing. Now he wants to use this. B Dabbler's going to scoop you up. God bless you, because if you're trying to talk me into to beg you, it's not. As far as I'm concerned, and I told Lou today. Lou says, you really should listen to my wife. You should just let it cool out for 2 weeks ago. I don't think it's going to work. Not because of the work went bad, because of how angry he treated me. So as far as I'm concerned, it's over. And everything's coming down from Kahuna, and we're going to do a new chapter. And officially, as of right now, Lou the God is my new co-host. And that's how it will remain. There's no turning back. And you'll see that it will be even better. And I gave a shot, and I can't trust the fact he's going to snap and just he's nasty. I went back on a couple shows that we did, how nasty he could be to me. Demanding, telling me we're going to do this and not do that. You don't tell the person that runs the channel, that is his channel, and he's giving you a chance to be the second seat, and you're a perfect straight man. It's going to be your way. Basically, I don't like ultimatum. So I wish him well. I enjoyed the time I was with him. I have no disharm for him. I don't have no dislike for Kahuna. Kahuna knew he is done with Catalano TV. I don't want to talk. I don't care. He's done. I made my final decision, and that's it. It's not going to work. I can't trust the fact that he won't keep trying to push. You know, I tried. I tried. I tried. So it's over. and wish you the best of luck. That's all I'm going to talk on it. I don't care who gets mad about it. At the end of the day, it's my choice, and I got to go work. A lot of people are saying that I betrayed Kai. Kai just sent me a thumbnail, him and Mrs. Honeysea, something they thought. Kai and I have been talking. And we're back on the talking because he was away for a couple of days, and I gave him his breathing room. I don't want to bother him. Kai understands business, and Lou and Kai were once an item, and even Kai is seeing a change in Lou, and he says, we'll see if it's real. Now, I could tell you one thing. People fired Kai up again about saying that when I was off the air the other day for dropping my internet. I went back and they did not trash Kai at all. All right. It's enough that to get Jason fired up. Jason is a very talented guy. And again, I'll say this. The relationship with Jason and my wife are old school buddies. They went to school for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. They grew up in the same neighborhood. They made a connection. They're like brother and sisters, and they get along so well like a brother and sister. And he will be her producer. He is in charge of this show now. And it's business. And they know they will never trash Kai. They cannot come to my channel and trash Kai. They can't say nothing about Kai. They want to say good things about Kai. If we want to have a conversation about Kai, like I initiated today, it'll be all good. It will never be bad. Because Kai, I will always be there for him in his corner. And I'm going to show Kai that what I promised him, that we're all going to come together as one, and we're all going to forgive each other. We're going to make something what Kai and I visioned for Catalan TV. Lou has the same vision. Jason has the same vision. Let's not forget that a lot of supporters that are with us. I'm talking. We have 4 types of supporters. We have the moral support. We have the friend support. We have the financial support, and we have the support, and we have the troll support. You understand? So on the financial end of it, there's some people that are big financial contributors that really like JBX a lot, and and they like the ideas we got, and they think we're in the right direction. JBX is very talented, and he knows what my conditions are, and it's just there's no sense in it. Let it move on. That's all. Move on. And he said, and Kai's a brilliant man. Kai Bertaccio is a brilliant man, and I have more respect for him than I have for a lot of people. As far as Lou, I can never repay back Lou what he did for me. And Lou and I we live about 7 miles from each other, and I'm gonna go take Lou for some Kentucky Fried Chicken again. He likes Kentucky Fried Chicken. I like the potatoes at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Very good potatoes. But Lou's very funny and creative, and he's like me. He goes off the half cock with his temper. But I was proud of him today. He bit back at Mason, but he controlled himself, and he didn't hurt the channel or make way with the fans. And then we took control of the chat room, and the rest of the show went so good. Last night, Alpha Shot Lounge hit a high record of 85 people in the live chat room. You know how proud I was of that? But again, as humble as I could be, that's 32 number versus how many gifted memberships have been gifted. We're nowhere near success. We're building. We're in the very, very, very low stages of taking baby steps. That number should be already a year and 2 months later. I should be averaging 100 plus every show. So no, I'm not successful. I'm not nailing it, but I'm starting to warm up, and people are starting to see the real me. We're a long way away. Someone asked, when's Catalan DabbleCon? Someday, I hope we have an event, and all you guys are there. And you know what? I'm the type of guy. I'm going to do something probably that no one's done. If we're that good and we're making that kind of money, I will bring the people that can't afford to come. I will make sure they get there on us to appreciate them for being loyal to us. That's how much I'm willing to go when we get to that point. Okay? There are people that just financially can't afford it. I'm one of them people. If I didn't go to prison, which was the last straw, I would be able to not do this. But you know what? Rocco said, this is what they want. Carl says, you want to know how you're going to be successful? Grift all you can. But set a goal. Jenny said, set a goal. Grift. Beg. This is what people want. This is what everybody wants. So I've already started my goal with Detroit. I put up put up the goal, and I went back a half an hour later, and bam, we had somebody already donated to the fund. Uh, this is great. I'm going to show you guys. So this is it. I'm going to beg Griff, and you know what? That's what Carl said I should do. That's going to make me a big hit. Big hit. People are. This is what they want. Give them what they want. Uh, Cupcake made some great points. Be willing to dye your hair red. Be willing to do all the crazy stuff. Do what Perry Caravel does, and you'll be successful. I think I yell just as good as Perry, but there's a lot more to just yelling. Perry is a genius. I've been watching a lot of him, learning and studying him. I could do that. I could do all that crazy shit. I don't care. You see, I got no shame. I don't care. Nothing bothers me. I don't care what you call me. I don't really care. It don't bother me. Because I know at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. And I know the people that are sincere. Every morning I wake up to a text from Mike Shitty Internet. Joey, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Don't forget to take your blood pressure medicine. Knows that I'm forgetful, or I try to duck that take or not let my wife know I didn't take it. That's a friend. That's a friend. Not only is he a financial supporter, but first and foremost, he's a friend. My hat goes out to Mike Shitty Internet for really showing me a side of his friendship that I'm digging, man. And I would do the same for them. I do the same for all of you. So thank you, because I took it as soon as you reminded me this morning. I took it. Thank you, thank you. Did we make profits over the IRL? No, but everything was paid for from the time I left my door parking lot to the time I got back. Enough money came in to cover every expense. Okay, but Carl's saying you want an IRL and you want to do this as a living. Keep grifting, keep begging, set a goal, and you will hit it. People, Rocco even said, I recommend you going back and watch all of Joey C's IRLs. There's a lot of gold in a lot of them things, and he's really doing it right. And we knew it. They all said it. Even Shuley told me, you're onto something, buddy. You're gonna be big. Are you ready for it? I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Listen, all I want is to have true respect and love and honesty to you. Two-way street. Respect is the most important thing to me. Loyalty is important to me. All I want is to put my life back the way it was prior to 2020. That's all I want. I don't want no less and no more. I don't. Without the habits. With all the habits gone. I just want to be able to have a decent sized house, a good little piece of property, be able to give my grandkids a decent Christmas every year, and spend time with my children, and spend time with all my new friends here. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking to be rich. I'm asking to just give me a chance, like you guys been, and like someone said, it's a two-way street. If you're loyal to us, we're going to be loyal, and I think we've proven that to each other. So that my hat goes off to all you. Let's talk about Miss Kitty and Deadpool. It don't get no better. I'm lost for words, and so graciously honored every time they do something for this channel. I mean, it's people were saying Rochi is upset about me being monetized. He don't understand why people I'm monetized. That people are giving me the kind of money or the membership, because Rochi still thinks that I'm an addict and he still thinks I gamble. And if Rochi was able to spend time here, I would invite him to stay as my guest. I'd even probably I'd grift enough money to put him in a nice hotel here to spend a week with me and see. He would be completely turned and he would be in the Joey C business in a good way. Yes, I was a lot of things, Rochi, but I'm not no more. And I think what someone told me a long time ago, man, I ain't seen someone as real as you in a long time. Even Rob Sell said tonight, you're just don't. I can't. I try to dice you up as a liar, and I can't. I can't come up with a lie. I don't. I just can't. I won't. And Rochi, when you guys did all that stuff on me and showed up, and I know to be fact that you guys padded a lot of that paperwork. You know it, and I know it because it was told to me by people that were with you. So, but I think Rochi is going to be successful, and I'm digging on Rochi. Give me props. I really am. And just being, at least give me a chance, okay? Would I ever want to become an addict? Someone asked me today, do you miss drugs? how was it? I think at Granny was that someone asked when I had Granny. That first year was tough. Don't get me wrong. That first year's a motherfucker, especially when you're an addict like I was. Very tough. Do I crave now? I could be in a room with drug addicts right now and I wouldn't even play. I'm that strong. 2 years ago, forget it. No way. Now, today, don't bother. I could be in a bar, watch people drinking. It don't bother me. I could be sitting here and be 10 people getting high right here, and I wouldn't flinch to do that drug. Because you want to know why? One, at my age, not too wise. I'd be dead within 6 months if I went back to drugs. That's number one. Number two, that'd be almost like committing suicide. Uh, that would be the weakest way to go out. If I did that, that's being I don't give a shit and I just want to die, and that's disrespectful to my children and to my friends. Um, so no, I got more self respect. Um, do I like begging? I love the shit out of it. I like you guys making comment on it. Do I like arguing? You damn right I like a good argument. Do I think it's healthy? If it's done the right way, I could still get those juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? But do I go overboard? I have. I've almost bit the bullet a couple times the past year because I went overboard. I got to realize one thing: I'm not a young man no more. I'm not quick on my feet. I lost all my sensor skills. My eyes are bad. Because every tough guy have one last fight. You damn right. Every boxer has one. Every wrestler has one. Even the street guy has one. Do I want to fight anybody? No, I don't. I don't. One, I don't want to embarrass myself if it goes bad. Or two, I don't want to embarrass them if it goes bad for them. You understand? So it's a two-way street. It could go either way. And that's how I feel. You know. But I do have a persona that I don't want people to see me as old and getting because weakness with people, certain people in life can be bad for me. So I got to keep up with image, you know. But I'm not no John. I don't want to fight people. I don't want to do nothing. I want to be peace with everybody. So that's first and foremost. That's where I'm at. How to crash? Do you guys like? I mean, what's your opinion on Spin and Slick over here? They're listening. They can hear. They can hear me. They're just listening. They're learning. Uh, they got their cell phone. Uh, they're a couple dummies. I can tell you that. You know, they're tweakers. I can tell you that. I can guarantee you. I think Spin is into men and Slick is into women. They're twin brothers. But I believe he's the one that likes men and he's the one that likes women. So that's why I got him away from me because I don't need him touching me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. It's fine what he does, but I don't. I told him not to hit on me. I don't go that route. So, but I respect him. You know, but he gives me a lot of lip. This guy here over here. And, I don't know what to do with him. I really don't. I like Slick. Slick's cool. Got a cool name. Uh, you know, so yeah. I got addicted to coke, then the pills and heroin. It was really got me. Yes, long road. This is what it's about. You guys sharing these stories will only help me be better counselor to people that I want to help out here. Now, Lone Wolf says, I got addicted to coke. I know the feeling. I never got into pills or heroin. This is what he says. Then the pills and the heroin is what really got me. Yes, yes. But you went from a major upper to a major downer. What was your reasoning for that? Was it just that the coke got you up so high you already could do so much, but then cocaine after a while you get impotent. You get where you want to be alone. You don't want to be around people. At first, it's an up drug. It was always a rich man's high. Back in the '70s, it was lawyers and doctors did it. You know, the dealers back then. They had all highfalutin money people because it was expensive and it was pure. Uh, but it's good for the first 7 8 months for a lot of things for playing for being upbeat for being a life of the party. But then it takes over and it really makes you impotent. It makes you depressed. It makes you want to be away from people where you want to be alone, and it just takes control of your life. And it's also dangerous because you could have a heart attack with too much cocaine, too potent, and you can OD very easy on cocaine. Crack cocaine was probably the worst thing in the history of the United States. And if you know the reason why it was brought here, it'd make you sick. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the government programs or the interviews with the Ronald Reagan years. Crack was brought here purposely for one reason and one reason only, and that backfired on them miserably. They thought this is what the government's logic was. which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. They injected crack cocaine into all the poor neighborhoods, hoping that it would kill off the black population from multiplying. This is what they really did it for. It backfired because all the blacks became very good at selling it and brought it back to all the rich white kids and turned them out. It backfired miserably in the United States. The worst era of any drug trade, worse than heroin ever was in the 60s and the 70s. Backfired hard. You think that there's a liquor store on every corner in a poor neighborhood that's done by accident? A lot of naive people. This is our government at work. This is how they're thinking. You know, made all this. They put guys away for life for selling cocaine and let murderers out after 20 years. What is wrong with that picture? Let me tell you something. Don't fault the dealers. As long as they didn't give it to children, as long as they weren't trying to push it on people to turn people out. No matter what, a drug addict's going to go somewhere and buy drugs. You're never going to stop that unless they want to stop. That's number one. Number two, you want drugs out of the United States? Then stop it at the borders. Does the government do that? Nah. Why? Way too much illegal money coming in for them if they just let it slip through the crack. Why do you think when you hear a bust, 10,000 kilos of cocaine got busted on a ship container? But guess what? While they're doing the 10,000 kilo bust, 500-ton more are coming on the other boat, sliding in. That's the decoy. And if you think I'm wrong, I'm telling you nothing but straight facts. So that's a fact. That's how the United States operates. So first and foremost, if they had their way, it would all be legal, every drug. So they could tax you. That's what they would do. Exactly what they would do, with hoping that they can. When the mob had the daily 3-pick for the parimutuel every day on the streets, the government didn't want us to shut them down. Why? So they could take that and make it legal and put machines in every grocery store. Now you go and you pay $1 and you pick 3 through the machine, and the government taxes it. Who's the real mafia? Connect the dots. So they didn't want so much hate the gangsters. They just wanted to become the gangsters. And that's a true hard fact about our government. So, first thing in the world was the crack epidemic. I smoked crack one time for 10 years. Worst thing, that was probably my dumbest thing I ever did, was get involved with that. And I mean, seriously dumb. Because that was the only time in my life that I became so sheltered and depressed. And I was blessed 3 times to be brought back to life. I overdosed 3 times on cocaine in my life. First time was at 22, somewhere in my 30s, and somewhere in my late 30s. And that was it. I said, I'm no way am I ever touching cocaine again or drinking alcohol, and I quit. And then I was good. I didn't do nothing I made it 3 years. And that's when I switched to, and I masked it with methamphetamine. And I'll be honest with you. And I'll say this 100% true. Out of everything I liked to do methamphetamine. I loved it. That's a fact. I will never say that I didn't. I'm just smart enough now to want to live. And more, and my grandkids don't need to know that, or see me messed up. I have to be a grandfather now in the right way. But I'm not going to lie. When I was introduced as that, I thought I was Superman. Became Superman. I was the vibrant. Was I wrong? And that's why I would make a great drug counselor, helping people, and I want to help people. So this story here, I had old friends that are still doing the same thing they were doing, and that's the thing. I said the same thing the other day. I could go back to Chicago, and I bet you I could find 5 or 6 friends that are still doing the same exact thing they did 25 years ago, 30 years ago. That's insane. That's the insane part. Congratulations, Lone Wolf. How heroin's a whole different thing, man. Withdrawals are very bad with pills and heroin. Did you have to get help? Did you do it cold turkey? Please share me your stories. I would really like to talk to you. I'm very interested in how your success. How many years did you do it? How old are you, if you don't mind telling me? Um, did it affect any relationships in your life? Did you lose things? Did you were you a functioning addict? There's so many questions I want to ask you. And I thank you for sharing that with me. It means a lot. Joey, when I'm coming down, bud, I already have it ground funded. You will actually get some cash out. Oh, come on. Granny, you're welcome anytime, Granny. Please come on down. I would love to have you over. And like I said, I got a small place, but we'll make do, buddy. You're welcome. I got good AC. We'll have whatever you like. You like sweet tea? We'll make sure you got a good sweet tea, water, whatever you want, soda. Um, Come on down, and you feel free to smoke marijuana. I don't smoke it. We don't smoke it, but if that's what you do, it's not gonna bother me, man. Just be you, man. That's all, and you'll get all the mad respect that you deserve, brother. I'm looking forward to that. Whenever you're ready, just let me know, and I'm sure you already have my address. Everybody does, so but just let me know, man. I'm looking forward to that. And bring Lemmy. If Lemmy wants to come with you, bring her as well, please. It'll give something for me and Mrs. C to talk while you and I do the podcast. Please. We're maybe her and Lemmy can do a podcast as well and blow us out the water. You know. So yes, please. You're both welcome here. Thank you. Um, when the cupcake came, I was like a kid in a candy store, grinning ear to ear. And he first thing he said, "Man, you're different." People have been saying that the last three shows. God, even Rocco said they were pleasant to be around. They really know how to act. What do you think? I don't have manners? You think I'm some animal that we're animals? Just because we experienced prison and we're addicts and former addicts, recovering addicts, and we went to prison and we cheated the government. Doesn't mean that we don't have class. It doesn't mean we don't know how to act. One thing I tell you about my wife, she's got more manners than anybody I've seen. And there's certain words I can't even say in this house. She does not, especially don't use the GD word. Ever use GD in this house because she will not put up with that. And my wife is very intelligent, believe it or not, way smarter than me when it comes to the book. This woman could do any college course and pass it with flying colors. So it's like I said, it's tough when you judge the book by the cover and not read the whole package. And I am a totally different person. A lot of this, I've got the persona to be. First of all, I'm finding myself the first year. Yeah, there's no doubt I got no camera shy. I could talk my ass off, but can I make real content? Can I make it interesting? It takes me every day to get better and better. I think as far as those things, I've been quoted. Pat Dixon has said that the son of a bitch has got stage presence. He's not camera shy. He sure ain't afraid to say anything he wants or worry about the consequences. He's got that part down like a science, so he's going to be okay. If all he can do now, he needs one more element. Can he make it interesting enough for people like him? Because if he puts that formula together, look out, he's going to blow up and he's going to be very well liked. And that's true. And that's where you guys come in. I don't want nobody to like me because they just want to like me. I want people to truly like me and want to be here because it's going to be better. If we go to the route that I anticipate, and I'm talking, sky's the limit. And I'm already getting feedback from a lot of people that it's it. He's making a turn and he's only going to get better and he's going to keep growing. I anticipate within 18 months, there's a good chance we could be right up there with, you know, with some of the best. And it's going to be because of the team we put together. I hope Kai comes back with his creativeness and stays with us. I hope that I believe Lou is taking this very serious. JBX has got a lot of talent, and we're going to get him monetized here next. Rob Saul got himself monetized. I don't have, Rob Saul can't stand Shuli, but he respects the fact that I won't say one bad word about Shuli. I can't make everybody like people. No one can make everybody like me. But I will never trash the people I love. Sorry, no matter what. Rob respects that. So I made peace with that, man, because I did it for my inner soul. And it's just the right thing to do. It's better now to show true loyalty 100%. And this is why I think we have the relationship we have with us right now. All right, so Granny will be here soon. You love to do. I will say when I did it, I'm not gonna lie, I loved it for many reasons. I won't sugarcoat that. I won't sit there and lie and say, I was an idiot. I didn't want to quit. It made me feel a certain way, and it made me be able to just be a certain personality. I'm not gonna lie, but I know that it was not helping me. It was hurting me. It took a long time for me to come to those terms. Look myself in the mirror and say, "Okay, so you feel good here, but when you don't have it, look how it's not this ain't good. Look at you're deteriorating your health. I mean, yeah, the devil versus probably aged me 10 years just the last year, but it's the drugs that aged me. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I don't think I was a bad looking guy. I still don't think I'm a bad looking guy. I'm definitely a heavy set guy that I'm ashamed to look at myself. I got to make jokes about it. I could control it. I don't know. Do I eat because I'm bored? I don't know. Or is my eating habits changed because I replaced the drugs? That's a big possibility. I eat more because that's my urge for drugs, and then I put the food in my mouth instead of putting the drugs, which is okay. 'Cause, I'll keep it. I have to eat healthy and stop. 'Cause I only gain it right here. This is where I gain it. This is where I gain it. Well, now I'm starting to gain it in my face and my once you get so big, then it starts all over. But I still got skinny legs. I got no fat on my ankle, no, except when I swell. I really don't. I don't have no flab. I don't. I'm getting there. I'm getting to. If I let it go out of control, I could get really. And I don't want to be no 400 pounds. All right. Um, so, oh, how you doing there? Now let's talk about the IRL. I think most people loved it. You are? Who's going on JBX? Okay. Yeah, tell him, don't mind me. I do this twice a week. He knows I'll be off about half an hour, 45 minutes. So a lot of people were into, you know, the arguing, me and my wife. A couple people went crazy on me saying, how dare you? But let me tell you something. Does he not realize that couples do argue? Couples disagree. She'll tell you the first, she's a bitch to me. When she's pissed, she's a bitch. And she called me some choice names. And yes, I am very projectively loud. And so I'm not going to be nice. You know, we were stressed out. We were tired. We wanted showers. We wanted out of the car. And it was a moment. Does that make me disrespect her? Absolutely not. Am I upset that I did it? No, I'm not. She got back up into me and I got into her and it was over. That was it. It happens from time to time. That's what part of growing a marriage is. Victoria, crack star. No, I'm not a crack star. Not a crack star. Victoria. That was probably the worst thing I ever did. Not a good drug. Anybody, and they know what the worst part is? It's still strong in a lot of places. Uh, in Maryland, Baltimore, it's strong. Here in Tampa, it's strong. I don't know how this drug is still around. Obviously, it's all processed and made different. It ain't. We used to call it freebase. We took pure cocaine and cooked it with baking soda, and we made it very pure. Today, they make cookies and cut little pieces, and they put tons of garbage in it, and it's just not. It's not good at all. It wasn't good then when it was pure. Now it's who imagine what they now everything is big. They put that killer stuff in there, that fentanyl, which is I don't understand why the government has not stopped that 100%. MDMA is on a national ban list. If you get caught with MDNA, pure MDNA in this United States, it's a life imprisonment. You know that, right? That's one drug you get caught with. You're going to prison for life. It's a life sentence. It's on the lifetime ban list for you entering in the United States. Why can't fentanyl be on that list? Why can't they clean up? They could get it all out here. Oh, they can. And they should want to. But you know what? Dying's a business. And they need to depopulate. That's why COVID came. Because their belief is Earth is going to explode someday and Mars is going to be the new Earth. That's the plan. And it only holds half of what is held here right now in the world right today. So only half. That means they have, what are there, 6 billion people in the world? So they have to depopulate it by at least 22.5 billion people have to leave and expire. And think about connect the dots. Connect the dots. Why it was taking out the old people and children. Crack was put to depopulate. It's not right. It's not right. Not right. So I'm not a big on government. I don't like the government. I don't trust the government. Freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want to the government, anything I want. So can you. So they can't do nothing for that. And they can try to put my lights out, try to, you know, I have a right as a human being, my First Amendment right to speak of what I feel about them. When it comes to them, I don't trust them, don't need them, and I think a lot of people are better off without them. That's just my opinion. And they go see. Well, it's proven. Go, when you lose your house and you lose your job, go see how much they care. Trust me. Yeah, they care all right. Here's $200 a month of food stamps. Here's $300 a month of cash. Go live on that with your family. That's what they do to you. They don't care. You're a number, and that's how it is. So, and that's all I'll talk on that. So, all right, 1-800 Dabbler. Let's get to the chat room now. Let's talk with the chat. I'm done talking, preaching. Uh, yeah, they made we. If they could make cocaine and every drug illegal, they would. Just the greedy bastards to tax it. It's all it's about, putting a line in their pocket. Soviet skunk. It's over psychedelics. I got what I needed out of them. I pushed the limit enough on my mind. Yes. Well, now I've been told that psychedelic drugs is a different type of way, a different type of high. It expands your mind, and some people prefer that. But isn't a lot of that stuff homemade and people are experimenting? And that could be dangerous. I don't know. I don't know much about pills. It's not my cup of tea. Never was. I don't know much about marijuana. I don't know what's good pot and what's bad pot. Couldn't tell you. I'd be honest. I couldn't tell you. You know, I broke a 3-year soberness to do a candy bar a couple weeks ago. I felt happy. It cleared my mind. It did wonders for me. Will I do it again? I don't need to. I did it. I experienced it, and it's cool. It did expand my mind and it made me happy, and it made me free. It set me free, so I'm grateful for that. But as far as that, it didn't make me invoke to go back to a drug addict. It was exactly what they said. I would not be addicted to it, and it was a one-time deal, and I experienced it, and that's it. So that as far as that is, I thought it was pretty funny. I went back and looked at it. I thought it was hilarious. It brought out, it brought out the side of me that I was glad to see. It beats me watching myself scream and fight with people. I don't like those streams. I really go back and look at some of the things I've done and said to people. And I wasn't nice to a lot of people, and now I understand why. But I do understand what people. I went back and read all my old DMs. I got tons of people up email, and they said my problem when I jumped in John's camp. That's where the hate really came in, and they were right. They were right. Thank God I finally listened and learned the hard way, and that I had people that recovered me out of that cared. So I'm grateful. All right, let's continue with the chat. Victoria says, "Expand your mind, Craig." Uh, Joey Nite Nite. My buddy's son, he was like 7 years old. I think his name was Adam. I think the kid's name was Adam. I was nodding. I was real tired. Went to the Kansas City Royal game. I worked for the AAA team, and I took Eric. Eric was his name, and his son, I think, was Adam, or maybe it was Eric Jr. I don't know. And my friend that worked in the front office, um, and we went up to Kansas City. We got great tickets. And I went down. My dear friend at the time, Trey Hillman, was the manager. So I went up there, and we were outside the locker room. You know, you really a lot of clubs won't let you in the clubhouse because they can't. You got to have properly. You got to have a major league ID to go through any clubhouse. They make exceptions for people that have worked in the big leagues, former players, and full-time minor league staff. All right, so because the manager, if he wants to bring somebody in, they make exceptions. But I respected the fact that the clubhouse manager, we didn't have a Major League Baseball ID, so he put us in a room right outside the clubhouse, which was where like family hung out. And then Trey came out there and a couple of the players I knew, and we had some fun. But we went to and I was very tired because the team had just went on the road, and I was up all night getting team packed and got out to the airport. And then I had to go. I promised these guys the tickets, so they bought dinner, and I spent the weekend at Eric's house. He brought me into his home. We had a great time, and the guy became a great friend. And his kid just go, "Look at Uncle Joey and Joey Nite Nite," and that's when the nickname stuck. I became Joey Nite because I was just like tired, and I fell asleep in the back seat on the ride back to Omaha. So Omaha was a great gig. Old Rosenblatt Stadium, where the College World Series was fun. We had a tornado come through there that killed. First of all, it knocked the center field wall completely out. It was like during the game, it was like a freight train coming through. It came through the scoreboard, knocked it down. The center fielder had to run. It tore the whole wall out. It came through right through the middle of the stadium. Everybody ran into the corridor where the corridor was, where the clubhouse, which is underground, was the safest place. And that tornado, we were without lights or scoreboard for a week. We had to go to all 10 o'clock morning games, and somebody had to chart the game, and then while they repaired the wall and all that. And interesting, we couldn't do nothing in the clubhouse. We had no light, so the players pretty much got dressed at home and came in their cars to play the games, and then took their uniforms home to their wife. What we did is we had one of the hotels in town that allowed us to use their commercial. We worked out a deal after the first day. The first day, I think the players did take their stuff home, and their wives did their uniform. But then my boss at the time, Kyle Fisher, great man, great man. He worked out a trade with one of the hotels that had commercial machines like you have in a clubhouse, and I had to go lug up to this hotel across town, do the laundry there. They only had one washer, or two dryers, or two washers, one dryer. I didn't have the 5 or 6 that I had, so I was there all night by myself doing the laundry. And I had habits back then, bad habits. I just gave up cocaine and drinking. It was that the year I gave up, but that was after the season I gave it up. So that season I was zipping, and I gambled a lot. And Omaha's right on the border of Des Moines, Iowa. I'm not sorry, Des Moines, Iowa, not Des Moines, Iowa. I forgot the city. You get on a state line. Omaha, where the ballpark was, right on the state line. You crossed over to Iowa, and they had the 4 casinos. And I played there every night, big money. I was a big $100 hand kind of guy, blackjack, 1,000 a hand. I play. I was making so much money. I would go there, and I had a bad streak a few times. A couple times it cashed me out twice that year. Everything I had saved. I went through 40 grand, I think, in 2 months, and I was in big, deep trouble. And Kyle Fisher bailed me out. He listened to my logic, and I don't know if it was just me trying to grift and con him, but it worked. I said, "Listen, it's just a rut. I know how to gamble. I know how to play cards. I just caught some shitty cards. Just float me $10,000, man. You'll get it back at the end of the year, and I'll get back at least half my money." I wound up getting back 30 large. His 10 paid him. He did do it out of his own personal bank account. I don't know how I convinced it. The man was a gem. Man was a gem. And I played hard. I played tight and hard the next 2 months, and I got almost it all back. But I was yeah, losing that kind of money. I've done it many times. People look at me like, "How the hell do you just blew 20,000 in 20 minutes?" And it's only paper. I'll make more. I was more of a gambler than I was a drug addict. I got to say, I was bigger degenerate gambler than I was a drug addict. I could tell you that. It was in my blood. Gambling was in my blood. My grandfather was a degenerate gambler. Not my grandfather, a police officer. My mother's father was a degenerate gambler. Worked for the city of Chicago, bought and paid for his building, made good money, but he liked the horses. And I always went to the horse track as a little kid with him. He wasn't into cards or dice, horses. And I liked horses, shooting dice, and playing 21. That was my thing. And my setup was this. I go and I have a couple of drinks. I play blackjack if I had a good night. But once I got a couple of drinks in me, I wanted to do a couple lines. But once I got a couple lines in me and I start feeling really good, I start not fucking paying attention to the table, and I wind up losing. Then I would want to go out, and I want to go back to the hotel room, and I want to fucking get high really good. And then I would go out and have some more fun, and then pass out and get up and go to work every day. That's what my routine is. Not the smartest. What is JBX? Jason Bardo X is he's doing tonight, I believe. Bored to Death is usually his midnight show. He did a new one today on my couch or something. It was called. He very creative. Tonight I think he's back to. Is he doing? Let's see what he's doing. I'll tell you in a minute here. He is doing. He comes on at 12, and I'm not going to stay on too much longer because he's doing a Chillcast episode. He's a little. He's probably waiting for me. My wife's on there. Mrs. C is on there. He sends us links every night. We send him links every day. She's on there right now, and I'm going to just stay on another 15 minutes because I want everybody to go over there to him. I do want to show you this new thumbnail for tomorrow. Made. He just sent it to me. It's done. I'm going to put it up. But let me show you. This is the new for tomorrow's prison podcast. I'm going to introduce you to Green Boss. He came on the other morning. He's going to be a great interview. Don't miss this interview. You're gonna learn a lot about a big shot caller, big time shot caller. I promise you. Promise you. Rochi, I know you got a friend, but I think me and you are in the direction of being, at best, we're gonna be chilled out with each other. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I watch you say kind things about me. You don't troll me like a jerk off no more. You make your point. You still get on me, but you still say nice things about me. You still have been kind. So we'll be friends, Rochi. I mark my words. We're gonna be good friends. I promise you. You're gonna see. Don't say it's not possible. Don't say it's not possible. It could happen. Anybody could be friends. All right, so let me show you this. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it right there. Share. And this is the thumbnail that he just sent me. How do you like that? There he is. Through the wire, Joey sees interview Greenbaugh. That's Greenbaugh. There it is. That's going to be the new thumbnail. Going up now. Excellent job. Outstanding job. He's been doing a lot of great stuff. So. He did the one behind me. Did you see that? All right. So let me hit a couple chats and then we're going to get out of here. Let's see if I missed anything. Oh, WSX. Thank you for the $10. Your way of thinking about eating the candy bar a couple weeks ago is correct. It's not likely to bring bad things back into your life, and it has great potential to provide clarity. It did that. WSX. It was exactly the way it was explained to me. The guy was very thorough. The person that had asked me to do this and thought it would be great for me to clear my mind was right on the money. WSX, I love you, brother. I love you. I love you to death, man. Thank you for your support, man. Thank you very much. The Smoking Lesbo, member for awesome meeting at DabbleCon 2. You are the nicest. Smoking Lesbo, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you. I did meet Helga, and Helga kind of flirted with me a little bit and was a little serious. Helga, you got to come on my show, baby. And he was checking me out and took a picture with Helga, and he kind of got a little fresh with me in a good way. And I'm like, Helga, and I like you, but sorry, I'm just. But I will go do Helga's show. Helga invited me to do his show. You got to come on my show, darling. I said, all right, because I won't beat you up too bad. I said, okay, you know. So it was interesting, but it was very nice meeting you uh, as well, Smoking Lesbo. I mean, now there was a lot of people that was been at all three events with me, so you get to start to know people. You get to see them. You know them their names. You just know. Of course, how could you forget me? And I think Shirley was talking about the one thing that was amazing is when I walked through somewhere, everybody's had eyes on me. Everybody, there's Joey C. People come up to me, Joey, I'm a big fan. I really am. Do you mind taking a picture? I don't want to bother you. I don't want to get you mad. Are you crazy? Let's go, man. Get over here, man. Take all the pictures you want, man. Do you mind signing this book? Will you sign this poster? You're part of this. This is you. And people are saying, when is Catalan TV get con? When is Joey C going to be having his podcast up there? And I predict 2 years from now, like Rocco did it in 1 year, and Rocco's saying maybe he misjudged that maybe I could be a person that could give great content. He recommended everybody to go watch all my IRLs that you're going to find a lot of good things in it. And it's because I watch guys like that. I study them. I watch Perry Caravel today, and I study. I watch Shuli every day. I watch Bob Levy. I watch Rocco Tukey. I watch Carl. I watch even Redface. I watch Stutter and John because he brings something that everybody brings something, and you learn the do's and the don'ts, and you learn to keep practicing and do it. I've done a lot of streams. Believe it or not, I've done over 900, and that's a lot. Uh, so I only can get better, and I don't. I'm not going to say that this thing I can't. This is not for me. It is for me because I can do this. It's just a matter of can I keep everybody interested. But thank you, pleasure, man. Miss Kitty, I love you. You're muted. Yes, you always got my back. So appreciate that. Let me read a couple chats, and we're gonna get out of here. Rochi says, "It's amazing that you can watch something, but yet don't pick up on what that." Rochi, I know you feel strong on certain areas. In fairness, I have proved a lot of things wrong into my favor. And some of the things that you're still not sure about, or you're adamant on, I'm not nobody's low cow. I'm definitely not Shirley's low cow. Okay, you're wrong about that. I'm sorry, buddy. You are. Um, and if I'm not your locale, I'm definitely not Shuey's locale. You understand that? So uh, when I tell you true friend, okay, and at least I'm making the sacrifice to be a better person, Rochi. Better for you, better for everybody. And like I said, Rochi, I see you and I being friends someday. I really do. So look out. I know you're gonna get the Joey C bug. It's coming, buddy. I see it every day. Every day, by some of the nice gestures you say, get to sleep. What are you crazy? Go get to sleep. Don't hurt yourself out here. That's kindness. Show me kindness. Thank you. I still don't know what that means. What do you mean, Abe Foreman? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Ask away, Abe. Come on. What do you want to know? What don't you understand? Who am I? Attention whore. Yeah, I'm not an attention whore either. If I was attention whore, I would have disrupted the DabbleCon. I graciously was there as a fan. When I got a standing ovation, I graciously did the proper thing. I sat down and I mind my own business and enjoyed the show. I took all the the roasting in a great way. I laughed my ass off when they were roasting me. Even Carl said that. I watched Carl what he said. Joey C got roasted. He handled it. He laughed. He loved it. He was a gentleman. Rocco even said from time to time it was a pleasure to hang out with them. I if I could turn those guys, I could turn you, Rochi. Just give me a chance. You'll forget about the band. I promise. Clearwater Chad. If you're really hearing, we got to get together and meet. Maybe have lunch one day, buddy. I'm digging what you're doing, man. I first came here. That's where I lived in Clearwater. So I know Clearwater the back of my hand. If that's fact, let's get together, man. One day, man. Let's have lunch. You know, you pick the place, we'll go. You know, I'm looking forward to that. Abe Froman, I don't know what you're talking about, Abe. You're not telling me, Abe. Soon, yes, very good. I mean, definitely, man. At best, just lunch. Okay. Uh everyone has said I would come down to do a show with Joey, pay him and be respectful, right? Well, I mean, Granny, I don't, I think you're a respectful class act. You proved that already. So when you came on before, and when you proved that you're a man's man. So I got no problem with Granny. Granny's welcome here anytime. Okay, Clearwater Chad. I'm in Buffalo. Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. I just thought Clearwater Chad that possibly was here. I mean, that was me thinking, but that's good. Buffalo. I'll be going back to New York soon. I'm going to go probably back up to Maryland, probably in October. 66 of Love Joey C. 66 of Love Joey C. All right. Elroy Broughton 7. Thank you. Sunias fella. Um, uh, I'm married. Okay. I'm married too. I wasn't, I hope I'm happily married too. I watch myself in the mirror. I don't watch myself in the mirror. I talk to myself in the mirror. Abe for local. Yep. Thank you, Abe. Appreciate it. Joey C. Bed bugs broachy. Yeah, why not? Great live. Thank you. Um, I still don't know what that means. Again, who am I? Okay. Who am I? I'm Joey C. So now you're going to read what I wrote? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Rochi? I'm going to read everything you wrote. Why not? You're part of this, right? 900. Wow. What do you mean 900? What? Please elaborate. SJ brings the hammer. Well, SJ ain't going to bring that. You know SJ don't bring me up in those lists. Because he knows one thing. If he goes out there yelling my name, I'm going to be down there. It's going to be a problem. I'm going to go. And I'll tell you what. I'll just tell John Short. John does know how to fight. Believe me when I tell you that. He's just can't anymore. Like, I shouldn't be doing it. We're too old to be doing it. He could break and slip. Everything's fragile, hips and everything. Love to hear my story. Thank you. Thank you very much. My sister, I saw him in a next door visit. My sister goes, whose are these? She goes, mine. I go, I got to have them. She goes, okay, you can borrow them. I swear that was my old alt name. Jules from Pulp. Uh, I swear I can read that. Elwood Broughton 7. I bet he screams favorless when he comes. Me? Granny? Me or Granny? I can get excited. I'm very vocal. I'm very good too. That's beside. Granny Chill. He said, "You, of course, you come, Granny. I can't wait, man. I got mad respect for you, dog. I'm looking forward to it. Joey, you can see Granny's chat. Fucking read them. I'm reading everything. You got to give me a chance here. All eyes on Joey. Thank you, Victoria. That's very nice. Great live. How come am I going? Is it jumping back here? Let me see. Granny wants to get in them pants. Well, I'm not that, I'm flattered, but who is Helga? I keep hearing. Helga is a interesting character. Look up. Green Boss. That's right. Tomorrow. Uh, Joey, if you fear is I'm going to throw you, why would, who said that, Granny? I'm talking about, I know you're a stand-up guy based on the last time you were on. You were a man's man. You and pay you if I could have done, bro. I didn't say anything. I'm grateful you want to come down and hang out. Believe me, I am not saying anything. I'm grateful. I'm happy. I I don't worry about nothing. First of all, I don't worry about nothing. I told you that a long time ago to both buddy. I don't fear nobody. I'm not worried about nothing because first of all, you don't seem like you're a dumb person. So I don't think you're going to come into my territory to be stupid. That's like me luring me to your territory would be more the way I would go. So you're willing to come here and you're coming here to be a friend. You understand? So I have no worries about you, Granny. And I told you, bring your lovely woman with you, and we could all have lunch and we could just tear it up, man. All right? I'm friends with my mortal enemies. Listen, I don't want enemies. I've had enough enemies. Drug addiction, gambling are both OCD. Well, Fern Dog, you're probably right. There's a good friend of mine right there, Fern Dog. I love him to death. Me too, kitty. Russ Dog, where you been, man? Uh, Pay me $247. Okay, Rochi. Maybe we could get to an even ground on that. We'll talk about it. Thank you for the stream, Joey. Thank you for being here. WSX. Check your super chat, Joey. Damn it, Janet. More super chat. I read them all, didn't I? I read it. I already read it. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm a little behind. So I'm gonna hit all the chat before I get out of here. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I got you already, WSX. Uh, I'm friends with my boy. We read that. Let's see. Okay. Me too. Ross Dog, me too, Kitty. I already read that. Read that, Kitty. Showcast. Kitty. Lisa. Kitty. Showcast every night at midnight. Yeah. Well, it's usually bored to death, but it's showcast now. It's we try to promote each other and send everybody over to his chat. He does the same thing. He is basically the Alpha Shot Lounge now producer. He'll be working side by side with that. Lou and I will be doing the morning show. We'll have guests. I'm going to have Carl's brother, Grant. I was going to try to do it this week, but I'm going to get with Grant this week and have him on Monday or Tuesday. He said pretty much you can get away from work anytime in the morning and do it. He says, I don't talk about Carl. I said, why would I bring you on to talk about Carl? I talk about Grant. Grant's awesome. You guys will love Grant. Check your super. The Red Dead. I will be sleeping. Miss Kitty says she'll be sleeping. For when? The morning thing or the night thing? You'll be around for tomorrow when I have the pitch by. You will be sleeping when I bring Grant done, but I'll make sure you get a exclusive copy of it. Do anything for you. What is this show's name? This is called Pillow Talk. Joey Night Talk. This is about the chat and I just interact. That's the name of it, Kitty. The name of this show is you're talking about this show. This one is right now. It's called Pillow Talk. Someone said put Pillow Talk. I brought the Crash Dummies in to teach them how to podcast, and I don't know. They're really getting me upset. I told you, spin is a little light and low. You know what I'm saying? Joey, email Granny. Okay, Granny, what do you need? Yeah, Granny, email me. I told you, I got no beef. I'm happy you're coming. You're welcome here. And Joey's not rolling around on me. He's not rolling around on me. Abe Froman or whatever that means, I don't know. But Abe, Showcast. Yes, Lisa, Showcast. Great show. They do. He's very creative. Rochi. Oh no time moment. Don't lie, Rochi. Come on, Rochi. Yeah. Oh, never met Mrs. Steve. Mrs. Steve's the best. Rochi fights back. It can't be a different time when there was no time. All right, Rochi. Don't sit there. What is JBX podcast? Miss Kitty, JBX is he does the Morning Tide show. He's done he used to do the infamous I can't remember the name. Let me think for a minute. He did those freak pods where he's very educated in psychology. He digs deep into people's souls and their past and brings out the best out of everybody. And he gets people to really cry on the show and that one. And then he's got the Bored to Death one. It's just a bunch of people on the panel. He surrounds himself with a bunch of people that enjoy being on the panel. He's got loyal people. It's the same people that come on. We all work together. Bobby Nix, of course, Scott Fitzpatrick, 2K. He's got Tiff. He's got Jenny. He's got who else does he got? Bobby Nix, I already said. Kahuna's on all the shows as well, but he hasn't been. But yeah, so it's just go watch it. You'll enjoy it. After I'm done, go over there. Deadpool's over there probably right now. If he's surprised if I haven't seen, he would have popped in and said hi. So maybe he's off tonight, not going to be out, but maybe he'll pop in. Coors Light is cheaper. Yeah, I don't. Beer, no, not for me. Abe, Mr. Steve, Elroy Broughton said, same for me. Okay, no online talk easy. No. Tools. 19V that tells you how it's the attitude and you're married out of your league. I'm married out of my league. I'm married out of my league. Let me tell you one thing I've always had. I've always surrounded myself with the best. My wife is number one, the best, and I'm grateful I got her. She's pretty grateful for me too. Women should show their husbands respect. My wife does show me respect, mad respect, very respectful. She'll man, this woman will do anything, and never has told me no. Never, I got a headache. No, no, never. She pleases her man everywhere. Women should show you. Jules from Pulp Fiction. Christina's a very lovable person. Kirby Puckett said Joey C got caught sniffing John. I did. I used to sniff him. It's like, hey, Froman, strange to have fans, but thanks, bro. Granny, I love you, bro. Granny said you're boring and email him for different times. All right. Okay. Boring? What, Rochi? I'm not boring. I'm not boring at all. Jules says, oops. Z. J. I gotta see this game. Yeah. Granny. Rochi fights back. Thanks. Dave Froman says, big fan, my friend. Thank you. Big fan of Granny. Assumers are all talking cross talking Granny. Blah. Granny he's a legend. Victoria, huh? Ross Dog, bro. Hey, WS, let me get alone, brother, man. All right, so here, Jules approves. Okay, like I said, I don't know if this is directed to me or Granny. I tell him, Granny, if he doesn't read your chat, mate, I'm reading it. I'm getting to all his chat. I read is that Granny from yes, it's Granny from BYD. X-ray. Yeah, okay. Here we go. All right, Joey, I'm going to bed. Give me a day and a time for next week, and I'll be there. Granny, anytime you want. You pick the day and time. I don't care what time it is. It don't matter. Any day. I'll be here. Whatever I got going on, I'll stop. Get a hold of my privately if you don't know how often they're. Then the email I sent you, I'll be there. Okay, brother. Will be on it today. All right. Victoria from MLC. The married 57-year-old who gives out no. Victoria from MLC. The married 57-year-old who gives out no. That you, Jules? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Okay. I already read this. WSX. Yes. Okay. Good night, President Vito. Hey, President Vito Bandito. Please keep up the great work. 1-800-WS. You know it. So be it done. President Bandito. Oh, I'm out. Can't wait to read the chat tomorrow. Well, he's drone now. All right. No one cares about baseball, man. I know. I do. Bull Durham. Great movie. Great live. Thank you. All right. We think we got them all. Ross Dog. What about Keith Moore? Keith Moore, great guy. One of my favorite people. Down to earth, great guy. Casey though. Casey's great. I love the damn movie. Okay. Love the movie too. All right. One of the best. It is one of the best baseball movies. Joey, when are you going to pay me $247? Rochi, when you can admit that I'm growing on you, then we'll work it out. John is the Duke. Don't mess with the Duke. Your life would. I'm not trying to be the Duke, buddy. I don't want that title. Joey was afflicted by the bag shot bug. Yes, President Delta 9 and Delta 10 for the win. Yes. Delta 9. Nothing man made Bird Dog. Nothing man made it. Zantex messed me up. I'm having health. Really? I heard that. Didn't they pull Zantex Burn Dog some years ago? They took it off the shelf that there was something it was doing. Yeah, I remember that. Certain Zantex was a Zantex. Was it the Zantex? The one with the numbers behind it. It was yeah, not good. Good pot is where they sell Not in your neighborhood. I know that. You get griftweed down here. All right. From the gas station. Yeah. All right. Never mind the Fanta drink. All right. Chad. All right. Who was the gummies? Oh, on the road. Where were the gummies? Oh, she bought her vape and they gave her a sample thing in Maryland. Yeah, it was nothing. Hit the like button. Thank you, Miss Kitty. You need try some of the Royal Basset tabs. I can't. They don't do nothing for me. They made you turn into John Cusack from the movie. I don't. I can't. They don't do nothing for me. You can threaten the president. I didn't say I was threatening the president. You can't. You can't. That's one thing you can't do. Joey, with all due respect, I don't know I'm taking legal advice from a dude who got caught up in kitties and beans. Granny, I did because people were rude. What shade of green is the green screen, Gary? I had to. I couldn't put the green screen up. These guys wouldn't show. Okay, it's over. Psychedelics. I got what I need out of them. I pushed up. We already read that. All right. So it's. Rochi says Joey was being an asshole to your wife, and for the first time ever, I agreed with Christina. You were in the wrong. I was, but we both were. You got me there. You got me there. Don't. You're right. All right. Thank you. Melton has the diet of Michael J. Melton is so different in public. You guys wouldn't never believe that. I never argue. Yes, Victoria. I try not to. It happens though. We were stressed out. Who lost his rent? Yeah. Yeah, someone did lose the rent. I took a rent away from somebody. Why would I want him to have a rent? We're talking about my phone. All right. Dabble got the money. President Dabbler got his money worth. Yeah. You think he did? If you're talking about the Dabbler, I'm thinking I don't think he got anything. He does a lot with 10 members. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, yes, my chat is going to be up for at least 5 minutes. Okay. All right. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Now, I don't have your address, Joey, but I'll come next week. Okay, Granny, I got you. I just need time because I'll write you an email. The evening is going to go to work. It's really about taking the day off. Okay, buddy, I'll send it out as soon as I get done with the show. All right? Also, there's more of pooper. I pooped real good today. I tell you, I almost filmed it. But wow, was that Joey saying he loved to smoke? But when I was an addict, I will say that I loved it. Yes, I did. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I enjoyed it. It made me feel certain. Joey makes hundreds of bucks a month. Joey don't make. Joey used to. Joey, listen. Here's the deal. You want content IRL? I'm going to get paid for it. That's the bottom line. Otherwise, I don't do no IRL. That's the way it is. I'm not going to go out there and do it for free. I'm not gonna. And I'll do almost anything. I'm gonna almost do anything. I'm gonna do what Cupcake suggested. I'm gonna be Carrie Carol. I'm gonna give you that, but it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. Plain and simple. And I'm well worth it. Ozone is never too late to learn to go. MLK. Victoria, very nice for you to be here. Very nice and thank you. I feel embarrassed about my lack of crackdown. I'm now. Don't be ashamed. You don't need to know. It's a bad job. Granny and Joey will be a great team. I love the band. I love this great. Oh, Christina can say the word because of fighter. You got to stand. I made a statement earlier today. In prison and with amongst gangbangers on the street, using the N word to each other is a thing of respect. So YouTube needs to look at both sides. It's an ignorant word if you're using it in a derogatory way, but it's used as a reason of respect amongst gang. What's up, my, that's respect to another gang member. In jail, it's the same way. It's everybody, what's up, my, that's how it is. It's respect, mad respect. So if they would look at it like that, that word would be allowed. They have to look at both sides. It's really a word of respect to any gangbanger that you could go up and talk to and jaw with them. So yes, that's a fact. Duke graduated Gold Star. Duke, who's me? Me? I'm not the Duke. The regular Duke. Not the C word. I hope you liked our video, Joey. Who's this? Yes, I like. The one you sent me? I loved it. Thank you. President Bandito. Hey, her hype man while she's in the room that merits her. All right, here we go. What did Rochi say? So Christina hates the C word too? No. Give me. Oh, it's actually one of her favorite words. But she don't like the P word. Said it the wrong way. The C word, that's her favorite word. But the P word, now she'll go up to a grown man and say, "What's up? You're a pussy bitch." That's allowed. But if I say it, I love your, she'll slap the shit out of you. She don't use it like that. That's being disrespectful. But the C word, all day long, she'll say, you damn right I'm a C. She'll say it all day long. That's one of her favorites. The way she does it is kind of cool. Yes, Victoria, and yes, free base is the crack. It's smokable cocaine. Thank you very much. The opposite of crack. Crack is made from non-smokable, cheaper coke mixed with bacon. Yeah. When you freebased, you made it the purest you could make it. And it was clean. Everything was different. But it was very potent, and you would likely to more have a seizure or OD on it fast. Because it was too potent. Back in those days, you had stuff was coming in 94, 95% from Colombia. So, and I like the fart. There you go. That's for you guys. All right, thank you. I had to let it go. Mrs. C walked into the room 5 times, but never excited. Through the door, just walked in. Oh, yeah, well, she's on a show, right? Through Jay's Ozone. Okay. So that's it, folks. I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate the support. I started the funding already for October. It's up on PayPal. You'll see. Let's go over there and see if we had how many donors we had already. It's out. It's way up there. I'm a grifter. I'm a beggar, and I'm going to hit this goal. It's going to happen. It's already up. Why not start early? Let's get it out of the way. 2,500 to go. Carl and his wife said I need to set a goal. That's what I'm doing. Set a goal. So it's up there, and I put it. I labeled it properly. I followed it to the letter. What's it for? And I told him I put what I do, and I'm a grifter. I'm a beggar, and I do IRL streaming. I answered everything truthfully. Okay, so no one could get at me and say because I don't lie. What I did is perfectly 100% legal. Instead of me sitting here driving you nuts, go there. No money. Why is that? I try helping you, boy. First of all, this is someone that's upset. Stop calling me boy, stop calling me boy. Stop with the boy, the boy, and I will help you. Okay, help you. Okay, send money now. Send money now. Send money now. Biatch. Okay, that's how I talk to them. They call me a fucking boy. Biatch. I get trolled all day. People call me funny. All right, what's the code? Biatch. 708. Let's see. Here we go. A minute. Let's see. Where is the great? There we go. Oh, we had one donate. I should put up. All right, so here's the link. I'm going to put the link here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to manage this. Here's the link. Here. I think I put it up on. Already up. I know how I got the link. Pledge. Transfer. Show. There you go. Let's see. So here. Where do I click the link? I put it under general support, IRL to Detroit, Michigan. The goal is 2,500. I want to copy the link. It's going in. You guys can check it out. So this is it. This is where you're going to donate for the next big IRL stream. We're going to go all the way to Detroit, Chicago first, all through my neighborhoods. I'm going to give you to you really good. I'm going to be in my hoods. I'm going home to see family. It's going to be a blast. Spiders coming. I'm going to stop at I'm going to give you so much history. And I would invest in this one because you guys are going to get it raw. I'm going to go to Detroit. From Detroit, I'm going to go up to visit a few of our lovely chatters. I'm going back to New York. I got a lot of things. This time I'm going to go to New York City, and I'm going to walk around the streets of New York City. This is the one. This is the one that's going to be a 2-week IRL stream, and I set it low. And that's just because I only can do a month at a time. 1 month, 2,500. Second month. So let's do this right, and I will give you everything you want. Everything you want. No holds bar, nothing. Okay? We planned right to the letter. Started out in Chicago, streaming from here to Chicago. Getting home to my neck of the woods. Taking you through all my neighborhoods around, many of my old friends I could find. We're going to have a blast. So here it is. I put the link in it. I put the link there. Check it out. I'll see you. I'm going to show you real quick. Present. This is the way I got to do it. I'm a beggar. I'm a grifter. And I don't care if you like it. This is what I was told to do. There it is, folks. All right, there it is. And there I am. You see? There's the goal. 20 days left. All right, I'm the Griffith Beggar. There it is, folks. There you go. There, hit your donations. Get ready for the greatest IRL stream ever in history. I'm gonna give it to you every way possible, your way. I'm gonna write Granny now. So there it is. Enjoy it. We love you, and that's the next big IRL. I'll be doing one next week. I'm gonna go somewhere, either Miami or have some fun down in Miami. All right. Remember, you have to buy tickets for the WATV. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have to buy anything. I don't have to spend $1 of anything. I already said it's done. Done, buddy. Done. Did you see Carl say at the show? He talked to me several times. He enjoys talking to me. Carl's my friend. Okay? We're good friends. Okay? Get with the program, Archie. Why don't you come with us? Why don't you come on down? Maybe we'll take a collection to fly you here. Bring you and your lovely wife. Come on in and be our guest. Hang out with us. All right? I love you guys. All right. That's it. That's just for this month. I'm giving you raw on the best IRL. I'm going to take you to Chicago. You're going to find out what Joey C used to be. Okay? I'm giving it to you 100% real. They said that I did it. Nailed it. This time, wait till you see that one. Chicago, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Uncle Jack. We're going all the way in deep. We're going to be hitting all the people you love. New York City. That's right. We're going to stop over in Jersey. Hopefully, Brennan wants to pay me $1,000 right now to come on. Okay? It's done. All you got to do is say it. I'll be there. Get the 1,000 ready. I'm coming. All right? There we go. All right, guys. I got out of Super Chat. I got to email Granny. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed everything tonight. Thank you. Go over to JBX right now and watch his show. I think you guys will love it. It's a great panel. Chillcast. I'm going to get out of here because he usually has more than that. So I'm taking away from his show. I'm a little over. I went 45 minutes. All right. Go over there. JBX. Go over there now. You'll enjoy it. Okay? Where's my streaming? Whatever. All right. I love you guys. Take care. All right, let me play this. What do we got? What do we got here? Welcome to ladies and gentlemen, this will be tomorrow's Battle on TV. 10 p.m. tomorrow. Let's take it back. Nice. Play some songs. All right? You'll never see this. Haven't left yet? Still here? Oh. With the gritty, dead fool behind me, wild in the city, side king on the rise, dreams gritty, dream man in the sky, ain't nobody pretty, fire in the dick, flames never fake, boy Jamison steps, he never mistake, third dog on the prowl, beats to shake, cruise dynamite
Miss Kitty, dead fool, every track's like E. Dream man, rhyme stack, Jake Fire, Bird Dog, Jameson, no lack. Miss Kitty spins the dreams on wax. Dead fools writ with punchlines max. Psyche's beat slick, never lax. Dream man visions, colors no crack. Jake Fire burning beats, fire's his fate. Jameson steps lit, never late. Bird Dog howls, barking at the gates. All-star team, trend like state. Fed so real, give me that push. Adrenaline rushing through. Shout out to Miss Kitty, you're so fine and pretty. Dead fool as I do, this one goes out to you. Dreamin' you're a star, Bird Dog always raising the bar. Jake Fire and the boy Jameson, keep shining, keep the fun. We're singing loud, we're singing proud, for the fans we love, like stars above. Kitty with a smile, you make it worth the while. Dead fool with the grin, let the good times begin.
Joey Nite Nite here till the end of time. You must know, my dear, he will never whine. Under street lights glow, he's got a story to share. Life's a river's flow, he'll take you there. Joey Nite Nite, singing the blues tonight. Feel the hearts bite under the moonlight. His guitar's crying, echoes in the dark. No need for trying, he's left his mark. In the alley shade, songs of joy and sorrow. Memories don't fade, he'll
Psyche the hero, cape no zero. Rhyme sharper than an arrow, straight narrow. Mind like a samurai, spirit can't die. Party start pumping as soon as you arrive. Chilling with the legends, hanging with the crew. Psych in the building, you know what to do. Heart of a lion, roaring through the night. Living like a king, never out of sight. Psych, you the cool breeze, flow with ease. Make the haters freeze, bring them to their knees. Feel the energy, vibes all around. Psych the big shot, wearing the crown. Moonwalk on 'em, dance in the rain.